911 co-creator and showrunner Tim Minney previews Buck's storyline when the show returns, revealing that it will be focused on Eddie. The mid-season finale of 911 Season 8, titled Wannabes, largely kept the focus away from any major developments for the main cast. That is until the episode's closing minutes, which has Eddie, Ryan Guzman, confessing to Buck, Oliver Stark, that he plans to move to Texas to be closer to his son. Buck is shocked by this, though he tries putting on a brave face for his best friend. In an interview with Screen Rant's Rachel Forch about the 911 fall finale, Minney was asked about what Buck's storyline will look like when the ABC drama returns with new episodes in March. The showrunner, who co-created the series with Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk, mentioned that Buck's storyline will be more focused on Eddie and that Buck will experience a bit of neediness and anxiousness. What the showrunner's comments mean for Buck and Eddie. Their relationship will be in the spotlight. Buck isn't having a great time of it as it is, feeling unsure of himself after Tommy, Lou Ferrigno Jr., broke up with him earlier in the season. It's a contrast to Eddie, who has learned to become more proactive and sure of himself after starting to let go of his guilt. Although things aren't great with his son Christopher, Gavin Mayhew, after the 911 Season 7 finale, Eddie is optimistic and determined to make things right. That contrast could have a big impact on a potentially long-brewing storyline. Eddie's move to Texas, after all, is happening after the fan-favorite pairing known as Buddy shared a beer on the couch as a way of finding solace in each other's company. The beer sharing could be seen as the moment that Buck realizes what Eddie means to him. Whether or not the show is going to take that leap, following along the lines of other TV couples whose slow burn kicked off with a drink, Buck is faced with the possibility of losing his best friend. That won't be easy, especially not for a character that has a hard time letting go. Our take on Buck's Season 8 storyline. He's not only losing Eddie, Christopher, Gavin Mayhew, and Buck, Oliver Stark, sitting on Christopher's bed, not looking at one another in 911. As exciting as it is to know that Buck and Eddie will have more scenes together when the show returns, there is another component to the story, which is Buck's bond with Christopher. Buck has been close to Eddie's son for most of the show's run, which has provided the series with one of its most joyous scenes. Their survival of a tsunami, likewise, remains the thrust of one of 9-11's best episodes. As much as the long-running drama is about to foreground Buddy, they should also grapple with the fact that Buck is losing two people.